A woman in Missouri may have stumbled across a huge collection of Ansel Adams photographs. A landscape photographer famous for his photos of the West taken on one of his trips through the Southwest in the 30s and 40s. Numerous photos he took right here in New Mexico. Now she's trying to raise awareness about the collection. News 13's Natalie Wattis spoke with her and brings us a look.
It is a nice representation of an historical view of 1930s and 40s Americana. It shows how a thriving America was represented with big industry, steel companies, there's a lot of other things represented in this collection that show what was going on in America during that time period.
In early June, Kelly Robinson of southwestern Missouri stumbled upon a collection of photographs that piqued her interest.
I am a person that's a fan of Native American photos, and I was brought up with Native Americans in Wichita, Kansas. And when I found that there were some photos for sale that were Native Americans, I wanted the photos just because of that.
But she quickly realized the collection included much more.
Then I found out it was part of an overarching, larger, over 200 photo collection that came directly from the corporate photography collection of the Santa Fe Railway.
The woman she purchased the collection from is the granddaughter of a person who worked at the railway's advertising department in the 1940s, who told her some of the photographs could be works by Ansel Adams.
The entire collection shows us kind of what was going on in the 1940s narrative around the wartime efforts. The Office of War Information hired photographers to go on site and take photos of different things that would show up a thriving America.
The photos include pictures of Native Americans from around New Mexico, national parks including Carlsbad Caverns, and the railways. Robinson then worked to try to authenticate the pictures.
Once I got the yeses starting to come in, then I sent the package to the Ansel Adams Gallery, to the manager there who runs that, to make sure that, I'm not just misspeaking. And yes, surely enough, they are his commercial work.
Robinson says she never expected a find like this.
I thought this is going to be another addition to my Native American collection. So I was absolutely stunned, Natalie, when I found out there was over 50 Ansel Adams photos.
Natalie Wattis, KRQE News 13.
Robinson says she's received estimates that the collection is worth somewhere in the six figures. We reached out to the Ansel Adams Gallery to confirm whether they think these photographs are authentic. We are still waiting to hear back. But my goodness, what a fascinating find.
Right? No kidding. Just to stumble upon it, just to find
yeah.
it. It's got to be really incredible.
I love seeing those pictures of the railways here in New Mexico.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's very cool. I agree. Amazing pictures.